mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. It said to me, there is a love meant for me. But nightingale, it flew to me and told me that it found my heart. He said one day I'll meet you, our hearts will fly with the nightingale. The nightingale, he told me one day you will be with me. Said you knew that your love would find my heart flies with the nightingale through the night, all across the world. I long to see you, to touch you, to love you explain what's going down. I can see you standing next to me, in and out, somewhere else right now. You sigh, look away. I can see it clear as day. Close your eyes, so afraid. Hide behind that baby face. Do, 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 do. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You wanna find peace of mind, looking for the answer. Funny how it seems like yesterday, as I recall, you were looking out of place, gathered up your things and slipped away. No time at all, I followed you into the hall. Cigarette, daydream. You were only 17, so sweet with the mean streak. Nearly brought me to my knees. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. You wanna find peace of mind, looking for the answer. If we can find a reason to change, looking for the answer. If you can find a reason to stay, standing in the pouring rain. You can drive all night, looking for the answers in the pouring rain. Wanna find peace of mind, looking for the answer. We can find a reason to change, looking for the answer. You can find a reason to stay, standing in the pouring rain.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom, Paul, not the way that I do love you.
Well, holy moly, real by, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it too. There's nothing that, there ain't nothing that I need.
Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ, ain't nothing please me more than you.
Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
I followed you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. Girl, I've never loved one like you.
Motion boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Laughing till we went down, barefoot on the summer night. Never could be sweeter than with you.
And in the streets you run free, like it's only you and me. Cheers, you're something to see. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. La 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 la, take me home. Daddy, I'm coming home.
Jade,
Alexander,
do you remember that day you fell out of my window?
I sure do. You came jumping out after me.
Well, you fell on the concrete and nearly broke your ass, and you were bleeding all over the place, and I rushed you off to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's something I never told you about that night.
What did you tell me?
While you were sitting in the back seat smoking a cigarette you thought was going to be your last, I was falling deep, deeply in love with you, and I never told you till this time.
Home is wherever I'm with you. Let me go home. Home is where I'm with you.
Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Home. Yes, I am home. Home is when I'm alone with you. Alabama, Arkansas. I can have my heart and
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you.
Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never care for what they do. Never care for what they know. But I know so close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from apart. Forever trusting who we are. And nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. But I know I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Hold these words I don't just say, and nothing else matters. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never care for what they say. Never care for games they play. Never care for what they do. Never care for what they know. And I know, yeah. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. Nothing else matters.
We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, but I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. I listen to a favorite song playing on the radio. Yeah, the DJ said love's a game of easy come and easy go. But I wonder, does he know? Has he ever felt like this? And I know that you would be here right now if I could have let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Though it's been a while now, I can still feel so much pain. Like the knife that cuts you, the wound heals, but the scar, that scar remains. I know I could have saved the love that night if I'd known what to say. Instead of making love, we both made a separate ways. And now I hear you found somebody new, and that I never meant that much to you. To hear that tears me up inside, and to see you cuts me like a knife. I guess every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn.
I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero, on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown. When they gave us our trophies and we held them up for our town, and the cynics were outraged, screaming this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, how the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. Hold on to spinning around, confetti falls to the ground. May these memories break our bones. Will you take a moment? Promise me this, that you'll stand by me forever. But if God forbid fate should step in and force us into a goodbye, if you have children someday, when they point to the pictures, please tell them my name. Tell them how the crowds went wild. Tell them how I hope they shine. Long live the walls we crashed through. I had the time of my life with you. Long, long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Singing, long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. And long, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we'll be remembered. Windows down on my favorite street, sunset in the rear view, got nowhere to be. For a moment we feel like we're kings and queens, and nothing but a t-shirt and ripped up jeans. We are free, can you feel it too? It's nights like these that only prove. And this is when the moments turn to memories. feeling I remember for the rest of my life. So I sit back and watch the sun paint us go. For a moment we feel like we rule the world. We are free. Can you feel it too? It's nights like these that only prove. And this is when the moments turn to memories. And this is when the future gets so clear to see. And this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece. And this is when the moments turn to memories. Memories. Time is moving faster than ever. We gotta try to capture, remember it now. And time is moving faster than ever. We gotta try to capture, remember it now. Yeah. And this is when the moments turn to memories. And this is when the future gets so clear to see. And this is when the moments turn to memories. And this is when the future gets so clear to see. And this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece. And this is when the moments turn to memories.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. And it's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. And I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. Now I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling. And all the vampires walking through the valley move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the bad boys were standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts. I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm wanna glide down over Mulholland. I wanna write her name in the sky. I'm gonna free fall out into nothing. Gonna leave this world for a while. I'm free falling down, free falling down, free falling down, free falling. Yeah, I'm free falling down, free falling, free falling, falling down, free falling down. Free falling down, free falling down, free, free falling. Free falling down, free falling, free falling, falling down, free falling down, so tired trying to see from behind the red in my eyes. No better version of me I could pretend to be tonight. So deep in the swill with the most familiar swine, for reasons wretched and divine. She blows out of nowhere, a Roman candle of the wild, laughing away through my feeble disguise. No other version of me I would rather be tonight. And Lord, she found me just in time, 'cause with my mid-youth crisis all said and done, I need to be youthfully felt, 'cause God, I never felt young. She's gonna save me, call me baby, run her hands through my hair. She'll know me crazy, soothe me daily, but yet she wouldn't care. We'll feel Alexis, be detectives, ride round picking up clues. We'll name our children Jackie and Wilson, raise them on rhythm and blues. Lord, it'd be great to find a place we could escape sometime. Me and my eyes just growing black irises in the sunshine. With every version of me dead and buried in the yard outside. We sit back and watch the world go by, happy to lie back, watch it burn and rust. We tried the world, good God, it wasn't for us. She's gonna save me, call me baby, from her hands to my head. She'll know me crazy, soothe me daily, but yet she wouldn't care. We'll steal Alexis, be detectives, ride round picking up clues. We'll name our children Jackie and Wilson, raise them on rhythm and blues. Cut clean from the dream at night, let my mind reset. Looking up from a cigarette, she's already left. I start digging up the yard for what's left of me in our little vignette. For whatever pulls over is coming next. She's gonna
and blues.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even. Ooh, when will you realize? Bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Am I hard enough? Am I rough enough? Am I rich enough? I'm not too blind to see.
That white light is right in our eyes. Stand by. I can't see anything through those white lights.
Do you think he's gonna turn?
You good? Just hold on.
No, I lost my bowl.
He wants us to start.
I can't see him though.
I know. We're going to start anyway.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please rise for the opening procession of the graduates of 2025. Let's hear it for our grads.
Where'd all the time go? Started to fly. See how the hands go, waving goodbye. No, I get so forgetful when I look in your eyes. Now she's walking backwards through another way. And I'm stuck in the shadow, rocking the shade. Ain't no way to see what destiny's made. She gets dressed up like a pillow, so she's always in bed. Flowers for the sick, she's on the go. Way too fast and way too slow. She'll turn the stone. He has her boots and her house. And when the sun rises, somebody sighs who is not in disguise anymore. There's nothing to keep you from falling in love.
Got all these speeches under here. They have them? And what are these?
This is Mackenzie. This is Mackenzie.
Yeah. But when we put these on top.
We'll just, I'll remember to bring it up.
To let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I've become. Revolutionary sway for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. All who would ever want to be king. I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my soul and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter will call my name. Never alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world. Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my soul and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name. Never alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
First thing we climb the tree and made it then withdraw. Or sit silently and listen to our thoughts. Illusions of someday cast in a golden light. No dress rehearsal, this is our life. And that's where the hornet stung me.
I guess I don't have to tell them to be seated.
No.
They just know. Good afternoon. We would like to welcome Lexi Ackerman to open the ceremony with a territorial acknowledgement.
Ait Squile, Siam Nasia. Hello, my name is Lexi Ackerman. My parents are Ken Ackerman and Brenda Ackerman. On my dad's side, my grandmother is Donna Ackerman and my grandfather is Ted Ackerman. On my mom's side, my grandmother is Pat Lee and my grandfather is Wayne Lee. I am Coast Salish and Cree. I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the land of the Hulkaminam and Sinchothan speaking people. This land is a place that has been called home for hundreds of years and is home to all of us now. I would like to acknowledge the history this land holds and express gratitude for the traditional knowledge and stewardship of the land we all live and learn on. This land has preceded us and will be here long after us. So it's our responsibility as children of this land to uphold it as caretakers and visitors, reconcile amongst one another, and make a promise to continue to grow as a community. Congratulations to the grad class of 25. Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. We'd like to introduce graduate Chioma Emeka Ofoma, who will perform O Canada. Please remove your hats and rise if you're able to.
Our home on native land, true patriots love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Chioma. Welcome, distinguished guests, families, friends, community members, staff, and most importantly, our fabulous graduates of the Gulf Island School District graduation ceremony of 2025. My name is Stacy Mitchell, and I am one of the vice principals here at Gulf Island Secondary School, and I'm thrilled to be one of your masters of ceremonies today. We promise to keep the speeches full of hope and hopefully not too many bad jokes, but there's no guarantee. And of course, it's going to be a celebration full of joy. Now, it's my opportunity to talk about the class of 2025 and what a group you are. You are unforgettable, not just because you are one of the largest graduating classes we have seen, but because you've have made such a big impact. This class is a perfect blend of resilience, charisma, curiosity, brilliance, and let's be honest, just the right amount of chaos to keep things interesting. You have faced every challenge with determination and a great sense of humor, whether it was tackling those tricky math problems or strategically stepping out of class with impeccable timing. You made your own kind of magic, sometimes chaotic, but always creative. And you have shown us that leadership is about speaking up, supporting others, and yes, occasionally showing up fashionably late, but always with heart and a big smile. It has been my privilege to watch you grow into the thoughtful, bold, and kind individuals you are today. I cannot be prouder of you.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, staff, friends, and guests. It's an honor to stand before you today to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the Giss class of 2025. I feel like I should be turning this way more. My name is Jude Sugar. I'm another vice principal here, and I'm also one of your master of ceremonies today. Grads, what a journey it's been. You faced challenges, navigated change, and grown into thoughtful, resilient, and capable individuals. Whether it was in the classroom, on the stage, in the shop, on the court, or on the land, you've shown great heart, humor, and courage. You've made your mark, and we're proud of each and every one of you. As a vice principal, I've had the privilege of watching many of you grow, not just academically, but as people, and some since you were little kids. I've seen you support one another, advocate for causes you believe in, and lead with quiet strength and creativity. You've reminded us all of what it means to be hopeful, curious, and engaged. Remember, graduation isn't the finish line, it's the doorway. Whatever path you walk here, whether it leads to travel, work, university, the arts, or unknown places, know that your time at GSS has prepared you more than you may realize. Carrying forward the community spirit of this island where people still wave at each other on the road, the lessons of perseverance and the confidence to ask big questions and to continue to learn deeply. Stay kind, stay curious, and stay grounded in who you are. And to paraphrase the words of one of your amazing and knowledgeable classmates, continue to learn, remember, and continue to share what you've learned. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so proud of you. We believe in you. We can't wait to see what you do next. This is your time. Breathe, savor these moments, and enjoy. Thank you.
Just a few housekeeping items. Please take a moment now to silence or turn off your smartphones. That includes all of you, grads. Just double check. Washrooms are in the gym lobby behind you, and the emergency exits are in the four corners of the gym with the bright green and white signs. Oh my gosh. As you can follow in the program, we have many exciting events and speakers this afternoon, so please get comfortable and enjoy this time.
We would now like to call our first speaker, Chaya Katarensky, School District 64's board chair, who will deliver a message on behalf of the Board of Education. Please welcome Chaya.
Thank you, Jude. Just take a minute to set up. So I've got everything in front of me. Ooh. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Students, families, staff, community members. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you today on these beautiful unceded lands of the Coast Salish peoples. The Board of Education acknowledges our responsibility as settlers on these ancestral lands, and we are committed to walking in respectful partnership with those who have stewarded these lands and waters since time immemorial, for the benefit of every child, family, and community that we serve. I want to acknowledge and respect the Senchothan, Halkaminam, and Lemhi languages spoken by the First Peoples and rights holders to these lands, recognizing the deep knowledge and history these languages carry with them. Haichka. As you heard, my name is Chaya Katarensky, and I am your chair for our Gulf Islands Board of Education. To the graduating class of 2025, look at you. Man, you're a good-looking group. Woo, yes. This moment marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of a brand new one. One you get to write with the values, experiences, and friendships you've made through your years in school and in community. Just this last Wednesday, our board was reflecting on what makes the journey to graduation so meaningful. Not one single event or one grand moment, but rather 1,000 small ones. Early mornings, for some of you, water taxi rides, the kind words from a teacher, the patience of an educational assistant, a nod from a friend when you needed it the most, the love of your family. Your path here has been shaped by people who believe in you, by community. Most of you started kindergarten in 2012. You were 5 years old, learning how to line up, sit in circle, and carry a backpack maybe as nearly as big as you were. while the rest of the world was launching Mars rovers, dancing to, oh, it's not going to queue up. And discovering Instagram for the very first time. You were learning to write your names and ask for help. And let's not pretend this was easy. You've come through a global pandemic, the recognition of climate crisis, economic uncertainty, and 1,000 personal challenges. And here you are, walking forward, hopefully with humor, resilience, and certainly with grace. You're stepping out of familiar hallways and routines into a world that will continue to ask you, who are you? What do you value? And what will you stand for? Our district's strategic directions offer a framework not just for schools, but also for life. They begin with no, the commitment to truth, reparation, and restoration. We ask you to carry with you a growing understanding of Indigenous ways of knowing, to be open to learning and unlearning, to stand for justice and equity, and to know that your voice can change systems, heal histories, and create space for others to thrive. They ask you to belong, to nurture relationships built in kindness and compassion, to honor your identity and the identities of those around you. You've grown up in a district that strives to make every student feel seen and valued. Now bring that belonging with you and share it widely. They encourage you to understand, to engage in deep learning, curiosity, and critical thinking. The world doesn't need you to know all the answers, but it needs you to keep asking thoughtful questions. Be open to new perspectives and seek connection over certainty. And they invite you to act with integrity and responsibility, to make sustainable choices, to speak up when it matters, to walk the talk. You're already doing it, and we can't wait to see what you do next. As a board, we are so proud of you. You're going to hear that word a lot today. Not just for what you've accomplished, but for who you are becoming. So, class of 2025, whether you're heading to university, college, trades, travel, or the great I don't know yet, a perfectly valid path, by the way, go forward with confidence, with kindness, and with curiosity. Let your lives be proof that education isn't just about grades, it's about growing good human beings. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so very proud of you.
Thank you, Taya. For nearly 150 years, the Governor General's academic medals have recognized the outstanding scholastic achievement of students in Canada. Now we would like to call Elizabeth May, our Member of Parliament for Saanich Gulf Islands, to address the grad class of 2025 and present the 2024 Governor General's academic medal.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations, class of 2025. I never know which order I should do things. It says presentation of award and address by our Member of Parliament. I think I'm going to get the address out of the way because then you won't get too tired because it's about a half an hour. I can kid around. It's okay. I just wanted to say I'm so thrilled to be here. Here we are, again, Gulf Island Secondary School, with the most beautiful grad ceremony every year, with the most extraordinary group of students, and a community that holds you in their hearts. So I'm going to start by doing something unusual by talking to the community. We all know no one wants to turn on the news anymore. We don't want to be in this place right now. It's the curse, you know, the ancient Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. What will buoy us all up right now, and I speak to parents and grandparents and community members just right now, open your eyes, breathe deeply, and take in the vision of this wonderful group of young people. Take a mental snapshot. Hold it in your heart. This is your antidote to everything external that feels more horrible than we can reckon. Hold it in your heart and know that we're all going to be okay. Believe it. Hold it in your heart. Hold it as sacred. Hold this moment as the place you can go to in your heart place. We'll need it. We need that safe refuge. We need to remember, embrace, love this community, love all these young people, love each other, and hang on to that love. And to the grads, not much advice really, because who am I to give you advice? But I think the Dalai Lama is good at advice. And the Dalai Lama says, if you want to make others happy, practice compassion. And if you yourself want to be truly happy, practice compassion. With that, I know this group of beautiful, extraordinary, talented, and brave young people from the islands, graduating from Gulf Island Secondary School, whether you came on taxis from other islands, this is your home. You can always come home, and everybody here, me too, really loves you. So to that, you know, and if you're ever in Ottawa, I've got room on the couch. Okay, so the other thing is, I'm now presenting the award. Now, for those of you who don't know, and Stacey mentioned it, that for many years, Governor General of Canada has had this really quite remarkable bronze medal created and granted every year in every secondary school across the country. It's for academic excellence. So for some of you, you'll be thinking, what? It's for someone who graduated last year? But that's because it's recognizing academic excellence for the highest average upon graduating from a secondary school. And we don't know that yet, but one of you will get it next year. And it's signed by our Governor General. And again, in the theme of what Stacey and others have mentioned, sorry. Chaya, what we're talking about, of course, in reconciliation, it's important to note that our Governor General who signed the certificate is the first Indigenous Governor General, first Inuktitut speaking Governor General, the Right Honorable Mary Simon. And so I'm going to call up the parents of the student who is receiving this award for highest academic grade upon graduation. It's extraordinary. I happen to know this young woman, so I know she has talents in many directions. She's asked her parents to accept the award. I don't know them at all. But Meredith Boyd has asked her parents, David Boyd and Margot Venton, to come forward and accept the award.
Thank you, Ms. May, and congratulations, Meredith. We are now honored to invite Rob Bottrell, MLA for Saanich and the Gulf Islands, to share a few words, MLA for Saanich North and the Islands, to share a few words on behalf for the class of 2025. Welcome, Rob.
I'm so honored to be here today. I live on Pender Island, but I have to say that it's hard not to think that Salt Spring is even a little bit more wonderful than Pender, although the Pender students rock that are at Gulf Islands Secondary. We have an expression. I've worked with Indigenous nations across the province for many years, and we have an expression that we use on the west coast of Vancouver Island, and that is Hishukmasawak. And what that means is everything is connected. Trees, water, air, the passion, the compassionate, the brilliance of everybody who lives in this wonderful part of the world. And it's all connected. And how we make it work is we keep it all connected. And through many years, I've really felt honored to be living in the Gulf Islands and visiting Salt Spring a lot, because that's what we experience in this special part of the world. Hishukmasawak, everything is connected. And I am also one of the luckiest people in the world, because as MLA for Saanich North and the Islands, I get to do two things. The first thing is that I get to advocate over the course of this summer to reduce the voting age to 16 as part of a special committee. And why that's important is what we see today, an amazing class that should be voting about who's going to represent them to make the decisions for the future. So I'm really excited about that. The other thing that really excites me is that I have a Gulf Island Senior Secondary School graduate as my top policy advisor, Emily Bishop. She grew up here on Salt Spring. She's amazing. Anything I do in the legislature or for you on your behalf is because I've got the best possible advice from a Salt Spring Islander who knows Hishukmasawak inside and out. So look, you guys are the most amazing class. I can't wait until you're running the show. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do, and best wishes for a great future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Okay, here we go. We're excited to begin the first of our 4 certificate presentations. Each graduate will be invited to the stage to receive their certificate from Mr. Massey, who will be positioned at the front. As they make their way down, personalized introductions will be read out loud by one of our staff readers. These introductions highlight each graduate's school memories, future plans, and any scholarships or awards they have earned. To ensure everyone can hear, celebrate these moments fully, we kindly ask that you hold your applause until the end of each introduction. Some of our major school awards will also be announced during these readings, so listen closely and celebrate after the intro. So just remember, name, intro, then clap. Now, Mr. Massey, please join us at center stage to present the first groups of certificates. And let's welcome our first 2 readers, staff readers, Rachel and Fitzallen and Brad Bunyan.
Georgia Akin. Georgia will always remember playing music and listening to original songs in Miss Foots's class. She will miss studying with her best friends and going on sweet treat runs in between. She is proud of herself for finally deciding on a grad quote. George is planning to continue pursuing the arts while making lots of inside jokes and memories. She would like to thank her parents, the team at 64 Go, her friends, and yerba mate. Georgia is the recipient of a Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence, the Salt Spring Community Theater Scholarship, and the Salt Spring Singers Music Award. Congratulations, Georgia. Jesse Allen. Jesse's favorite memories from GISS were the truck rides at lunch with his best friend Isaac. He will long for time spent in shop class and playing sports with his friends. He feels his greatest accomplishment was to receive the Golden Hammer Award from the TASK program. Jesse's plan for the future is to scale his landscaping company and get into the real estate game. He would like to thank Isaac Marcotte, Katya, Christy, Daryl, Miss Chalmers, and his parents. Jesse is receiving the Salt Spring Garbage Service Scholarship for the Trades. Congratulations, Jesse.
Haley Anderson. Haley is grateful to finally be graduating so she can go forth and pursue her passion in writing. She's going to miss Heather and Jessica in the office and Mr. Bunyan's amazing shirts. She is deeply satisfied that she received honor roll or principal's list in every semester. Haley is planning on going to the University of Victoria to study in the Department of Writing. She wants to thank her mom, her dad, and her friends for helping her continue to succeed. Haley has been awarded the Salt Spring Island Rotary Club Scholarship for the Arts and the Friesen Yearbooks Editors Award. Congratulations, Haley. Ben Atkinson. Ben enjoyed playing Super Smash Brothers in the multi during exam week. He will miss the beautiful campus and Heather's morning announcements. He is proud of learning French. Ben is going to McGill to study maths. He would like to thank his cats and his friends for their unwavering support. Ben is the recipient of a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Country Grocer Bursary, and the Robert S. Unger Scholarship. Congratulations, Ben. Leo Bain. Leo had a great time in classes with friends, learning and hanging out at Art Spring shows. They're going to miss hanging out with friends at lunch and being in GISS music shows. Leo is proud of making it to the honor roll and the principal's list. They are planning a gap year before pursuing their interests in psychology and history. Leo would like to thank their family, friends, and their teachers. Leo is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Education, Social Work, and Counseling. Congratulations, Leo. Ruby Berry. Ruby will remember spending time in the art room experimenting with new materials. She will miss sitting on the surprisingly comfortable multi couches. She is proud of successfully taxidermizing a mouse and displaying it in an art piece. Yeah, Ruby is planning to take a gap year and then go to VIU to study visual arts. She would like to thank her cat, Spoon, and her hedgehog, Charcuterie Board, for their constant support. Ruby has been awarded the Barbara Richards Memorial Scholarship, a district scholarship, and the Salt Spring Arts Scholarship. Congratulations, Ruby.
Toby Beardsmore. Toby will look back on his time playing on the senior boys soccer team. He will long for the small, tightly knit community at GISS. Toby feels accomplished for his academic achievements and getting a spot on the principal's list. He plans to attend the University of British Columbia to pursue a degree and further his education. Toby would like to thank his mom and dad, his family, Flora Grant, and all of his friends. Toby is receiving a French and English dual Dogwood diploma and the district scholarship. Congratulations, Toby. Nolan Boivin. Nolan will cherish spending quality time with his peers and playing baseball at lunch. He will wish for the days of seeing his favorite people and the simplicity of this current routine. His greatest achievement was winning baseball provincials when he was 11. Nolan plans to attend Toronto Metropolitan University for Sports Media and become a sports journalist. He would like to thank his parents, the French teachers, his sport coaches, and his close friends. Nolan is the recipient of a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Emmon McQueen Bursary for Media Arts, and the Salt Spring Island Minor Baseball Association Scholarship. Congratulations, Nolan. Mateo Borge Proctor. Mateo will cherish learning in the cafeteria. He will mourn the absence of the cookies and roast beef for lunch. Mateo is grateful to pass all of his classes. He plans to cook up juicy, well-seasoned steaks and rock out. Mateo would love to thank Mr. Bunyan, chef, Miss Allen, Mr. Krause, Sherry Hambrook, and Ms. Fitzayland. Mateo is receiving the district scholarship and the Salt Spring Garbage Service Scholarship for the Trades. Congratulations, Mateo. Seb Borigo. Seb will always remember playing baseball and soccer at lunch with friends. He will mourn the loss of all the granola bars from Heather. He's proud of getting on the honor roll that one semester in grade 10. Seb's plans are to work as a mechanic as soon as he graduates. He would like to thank his family and friends for always being there when he needed them most. Congratulations, Seb. Ruby Bowes. Ruby will look back fondly on the many, many nights of shenanigans with the Pender kids. She will miss the time spent jamming with Chef in cafeteria, especially when it wasn't her class. Ruby feels proud of the insane amount of time she spent on BC ferries every weekend. Her plans include attending UVic this fall, getting school done with, and then seeing the world. She thanks her mom and sister for their unwavering support and her grandparents for all the rides. Ruby has been awarded the Cunliffe Bursary, the Matt Steffish Music Award, and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Education, Social Work, Counseling. Congratulations, Ruby. Poppy Buck. Poppy feels grateful for all the fun times with friends. She's going to miss senior girls soccer, especially her teammates. Poppy is proud of getting accepted to university and receiving an entrance scholarship. She's planning to attend UBC to study political science in the fall and then go on to study law. She'd like to thank Colin Waldy for his coaching and her friends and family for always supporting her. Poppy is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the French Immersion Scholarship, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics, the Salt Spring United Soccer Club Scholarship, the Travis Geddes Leadership Award, and the Top Academic Student in Grade 12 Award. Poppy is also this year's class valedictorian. Congratulations, Poppy. Riley Campsell. Riley had fun going to P&E with the French class. She's going to miss watching sports games with a whole school on the field in the sun. She's proud of being on time every day. Riley is planning to move to Victoria to attend Royal Roads University. Riley would like to thank the fam. Riley is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma and the Gulf Island Teachers Association Scholarship. Congratulations, Riley. Melvie May Cariaga. Melvie May is so grateful to have met new friends that made her high school life meaningful. She will miss working on artwork and ceramics in the art studio. Melvie May is very proud of being on the honor roll and being chosen for the Cornerstone Scholarship. Melvie May is planning to study in the practical nursing program, then upgrade her education to a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Melvie May would like to thank her family for shaping her into a compassionate and determined person. Melvie May has been awarded the Cornerstone Scholarship. Congratulations, Melvie May. Nyani Katri Bauer. Nyani will always remember performing in the GISS dance shows. She's going to miss getting Barb's soup at lunch with Lulu, Johanna, and Aurelia. She plans to complete a degree in biology at UVic and then go to vet school to become an equine vet. Nyani wants to thank her best friends and family, especially her mom, sister, Lenka, and Patrick. Nyani is the recipient of the Cornerstone Scholarship, the Nairnhal Memorial Scholarship, the Salt Spring Island Farmers Institute Bursary, the Salt Spring Island Rotary Club Scholarship for Academics, and the Salt Spring Lions Club Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Nyani. Adele Chicote. Adele will always remember helping her host sister Nana with a fundraiser for an earthquake in Tibet. She's going to miss the teachers, her friends, and having lunch outside. Adele is proud of the connections she's made and the things she's learned. She is planning to graduate again in Italy next year and then study humanities at university. Adele would like to thank her host family, Tina, Dan, Chloe, Lena, and Nano, her teachers, Sherry Wakefield, and the international program staff. Adele is receiving the International Program Scholarship. Congratulations, Adele. Christy Chiang. Christy will look back fondly on meeting kind friends and teachers and on how much she has grown. She will long for the carefree days. She's happy to have found her future direction and gained a lot of confidence. Her plan is to build her own company someday in the future. There are so many people to thank, so she'd say it's everyone she's met. Congratulations, Christy. Edmund Coffey. Edmund will cherish the hour after the last showing of Alice in Wonderland. He's going to miss the schedule that school provides. He's proud of learning to love math. Edmund's plans involve travel and appreciating the beauty of life. Edmund would like to thank Mr. Kerr, Katya, Dandy, and Chef. Congratulations, Edmund. Daisy Conrad. Daisy will remember the time she drew 88 tiny Pikachu in Mr. Duncan's math class. She will wish for the time spent people watching by the stairs in the morning. Daisy takes great pride in trying to overcome her greatest fears, even if the fears often won. She's planning to attend University for Music in the fall. Daisy would like to thank her parents, her harp teacher Yvonne, Miss Foots, and her wonderful friends. Daisy has been awarded the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence and the Western Foundation Exceptional Achievement Citation Award. Congratulations, Daisy.
Celine Corey. Celine's best memory is graduating. She says she won't really miss GISS, but she is proud of surviving this school year. Celine's plans for the future? Secret. Celine would like to thank her parents and her friends for the snacks, especially Leo. Celine is the recipient of the Country Grocer Pharmacy Scholarship for Allied Health Professions and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Celine. Tucker Crake. Tucker feels grateful for having lunch every day with his best friends and driving his cars to school. He will miss his friends, teachers, and the staff at GISS. Tucker is proud that he has been on the honor roll or principal's list every semester. His plan for the future is to make lots of money and make lots of people happy. Tucker would like to thank his parents for loving him despite his mustache. Tucker is receiving the Ken Rouleau Memorial Award, the Ganges Village Market Mike Tyson Scholarship for Business Studies, and the Alistair Hain Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Tucker. Nick Croft. Nick's best memory is playing in the music show at Art Spring in grade 11. He will miss shop class, his favorite teachers, and his friends. He feels happy about his good marks and his pursuit of all his interests at GISS. Nick plans on attending the Victoria Conservancy of Music in the fall, and then then pursuing a Bachelor of Science. He would like to thank Mr. Bunyan, Daryl, and his parents for all their support. Nick has been awarded the Cunliffe Bursary, the District Scholarship, and the Pender Island School Solar Scholarship. Congratulations, Nick. Madeleine Dagenet. Some of Maddie's best memories are hanging out with friends at lunch and meeting new people. They will miss all the friends they've made. Madeleine's greatest achievement was being a part of the production of Treasure Island. Madeleine is planning to take a gap year and further pursue art. They would like to thank their parents, family, teachers, and incredible friends. Madeleine is the recipient of the Jack Avison Award for Visual Arts, the Salt Spring Island Painters Guild Scholarship, and the Sumner Stibbards McDonald Memorial Bursary. Congratulations, Maddie. Clem Dale. Clem's favorite times were spent in Jude's office. He's going to miss bugging Heather in the office and Megan in her classroom. He is happy to be graduating. Clem is planning to start a book club with Heather. We'll see if Heather ever lets him make a book selection. He wants to thank Jasper and Oliver. Clem is receiving the Main Island Lions Fred Greenslade Bursary and the Small Islands Award. Congratulations, Clem. James Davies. James's best memories are from cafeteria class. He's going to miss the water taxi ride over. James is proud of going to college. He's planning to go for his Red Seal in the future. James would like to thank Miss Hambrook for helping him get into Vancouver Community College. James has been awarded the Dockside Realty Bursary for Continuing Education, Saturna Island, the Lorraine Campbell Award, Saturna Island Women's Service Club, the Saturna Bursary, the Saturna Lions Club Bursary, and the Small Islands Award. Congratulations, James. Aurelia Demondre. Aurelia will remember getting lunch with her friends Nyani, Lulu, and Johanna. She loved the time laughing in class with friends. Aurelia is planning to study science at Okanagan College in Kelowna. Aurelia would like to thank her brother Alden, her boyfriend Lucas, and her family and friends. Aurelia is the recipient of a French and English dual Dogwood Diploma, the Mid-Islands Co-op Bursaries, and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence. Congratulations, Aurelia. Sam Dinsdale. Sam will remember hitting drifts in the school parking lot. He will miss his friends. He is proud of his girlfriend. Sam plans to become a heavy-duty mechanic. He would like to thank Daryl and Cass. Congratulations, Sam. Maya Drake. Maya will always remember going for late-night drives with her friends. She would wish for more days of Law 12 with Mr. Columbine and more of Mr. Kerr's bad jokes. Maya's plans include taking a gap year to solo backpack and see as much of the world as possible. Maya would like to thank Heather, her friends, and her parents for supporting her no matter what. Maya is receiving the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence, the Principal's Award, and for her positive contribution to the GISS community, she is the winner of this year's prestigious Neil Armstrong Citizenship Trophy. Congratulations, Maya. Kate Dunbar. Kate is so happy for meeting her closest friends. She will miss the social aspect of GISS and visiting Chef in the CAF. She is proud of pushing through 4 years of school to make it to graduation. Kate is planning on traveling to Europe with her sister. She would like to thank Chef and Mr. O for always making her day a little better when they saw her. Kate has been awarded the CUPE Local 788 Memorial Bursary, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Indigenous Youth, and the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 92 Bursary. Congratulations, Kate. Jackson Dyke. Jackson's best times were spent learning how to skateboard and playing basketball at lunch. He'll miss when he looked away, the moments he smelled the flowers and watched the world just move slow. Jackson is proud of how he's grown as a person. He's come a long way from who he was. He's planning to live, laugh, and love. He wants to wake up without any regrets of yesterday. He would like to thank his mom and dad, his sister, his dog Fluffy, and Mason and Hope. Thank you to Mr. Duncan and Heather as well. Congratulations, Jackson. Now, our next grad would request that instead of clapping, that we use jazz hands to please recognize him. Elijah Fortes. Elijah's best times at GISS were spent giggling with Heather, having friendly, smiling greetings from fellow students in the hallways, and basketball. He is going to miss all the friendly people around the school and the gym. Elijah feels very proud of working with the drill in the wood shop, of all the different work experiences he's tried, and swimming. In the future, he plans to spend more time in the gym, swimming, and gaining work experience. He would like to thank Henry, Ryder, Elise, and Galveston, all the amazing EAs and teachers, and his family. Congratulations, Elijah.
Congratulations to our first group of graduates. Let's hear it for this group. Our next speaker is the valedictorian of the class of 2025. Poppy Buck has earned this honor as the highest achieving academic student in the graduating class. Please welcome Poppy to the podium where she will present the valedictory address on behalf of the class of 2025.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Before I give you my best attempt at summarizing the past 4 years of high school, I want to thank the people who helped us get here. To our families, friends, teachers, mentors, and coaches, thank you for supporting us, believing in us, and being a part of this journey. And now I want to say congratulations to all of the graduates, because today is truly about us. It's a time to reflect on how much we've grown, to celebrate our achievements, and to look ahead at everything that's still to come. Graduates, from this day on, we can proudly say that we survived high school. That means surviving class presentations, group projects where only one person did anything, you know who you are, and the capstone projects that started as a meaningful exploration of our passions and ended as a slideshow we finished 3 hours before it was due. In all seriousness, though, high school was weird and hard, and we can finally say that we got through it. We laughed a bunch, we stressed a lot, and some of us even learned a few things along the way. Through it all, our teachers never gave up on us, even when we turned in essays at 11:59 p.m. with titles like Untitled Document Number 5. And while the teachers were keeping us in check at school, the parents were busy attempting our math problems, keeping track of dates, and most importantly, pretending to understand how my ed portals work. Now, I'm sure all the parents and guardians in this room can remember seeing graduating year of 2025 written on our kindergarten registration forms, probably thinking about how far in the future that date seemed. And yet somehow blink twice and those little kindergarteners are up here. Older, wiser, and still not sure how to do taxes. Many of us grads began our educational journeys at Fernwood, Fulford, Salt Spring Elementary, or Center School. And as we moved into middle and high school, our circle widened to include students from Duncan, Pender, Saturna, Maine, and Galliano. We then opened our doors even wider, welcoming international students from across the world. And so from all over the Gulf Islands and far beyond, we were brought together and told, look, this is your grad class. At first, it definitely felt like we were just a bunch of strangers thrown together. But over time, we became something more than a collection of students from different backgrounds. We became a team of people who learned how to work together and support one another. And today, I hope you all feel as proud as I am of the graduating class we have become. For the grads among us, like myself, who are lucky enough to call Salt Spring Island home, it's safe to say that it's a funny thing living in such a small place with only one high school, where your classmates are also your teammates, your coworkers, your neighbors, and in some cases, your closest friends. Our school is undeniably unique in this way and in many other respects. For example, where else could you wander into the cafeteria and find Chef casually handing out donuts from a cooking demo? Or better yet, kickstart your morning with one of Heather's signature jokes on the announcements. And of course, who could forget Mr. Ayton's pre-cal classes, which routinely became unofficial soccer tactics sessions. I could probably continue listing GISS's unique characteristics for another 5 minutes, but I'll go back to the one that I believe overshadows the rest, and that is just how very small of a school we are. Although it's great to walk through the halls and know not just everyone's name, but half of their life story too, welcoming students from beyond Salt Spring has undoubtedly enriched our school community in more ways than one. On this note, I want to take a moment to remark that the international students standing on this stage are unfortunately the last who will attend GISS on account of the program's closing. So on behalf of all of us, we have cherished the time we've had with you, and your presence at the school will be deeply missed. Of course, this isn't the only goodbye we are facing as a grad class. In these final days at school, it's sinking in how much we're leaving behind. Familiar routines, trusted teachers, and the friends we have grown up with. Soon, each and every one of us will head off into the so-called real world, where apparently there's no bell schedule and we can't just hang out in the parking lot whenever we want to skip class. We'll face challenges and moments of doubt as we find our way forward. But when those hard times come, just remember, if we survived the battlefield that was the beep test, we can survive anything. And whether we feel ready or not to face these challenges, that final bell will ring and we will step out of these hallways and into a world full of possibilities. In light of this, I'd like to leave you with one more thought. As of 18 years old, we are about a quarter of the way through our lives. I don't say this to alarm anyone or to make it feel like the clock is ticking too fast, but to remind us all that time is precious. Gulf Island Secondary School has been the backdrop for so many moments that have shaped us during this first quarter of our lives, moments that will stay with us long after we leave this place. For the most part, this first quarter has been mapped out for us. But now, grads, let me remind you that the next 3 quarters of life are entirely ours to define. So to every one of us graduating here today, I encourage you to venture into this next quarter, unafraid to try new things, to mess up a little here and there, and to figure it out one step at a time. Congratulations, class of 2025. Here's to the next quarter. Thank you.
Thank you, Poppy. And if you didn't know, Poppy was quite nervous before presenting, but you'd never know, Poppy. You did a great job. At GISS, it's a beloved tradition for our graduates to bring something special to the ceremony through live musical performances. Today, we're thrilled to present the first of 3 incredible performances. Please join us in welcoming to the stage our talented graduates, Chioma Ameke Ofoma, Ziamara Robles, and Daisy Conrad, as they perform Porcelain by Paige Fish.
You're holding me like porcelain, almost breaking in your fingertips. And even if I shattered to a million, you pick me up and glue me back together. I'm envious of the faces who see your tired eyes at school, and I'm envious of the people who stop at red lights next to cliff, waiting to jump every direction. Ooh, well, growing up means growing old, and I wanna grow with you. Oh, I love you with all my skin, every bone in my skeleton. I rock our baby in my dreams and paint the nursery all being young, being young. We're all standing on the edge of a cliff, waiting to jump every direction. Ooh, well, growing up means growing old, and I wanna grow with you. Oh, you're holding me like porcelain, almost breaking in your fingertips. And even if I shattered to a million, you pick me up and love me back together. Thank you.
Thank you, Chioma, Zio, and Daisy. We'd now like to call teachers Dean Krause and Dave Columbine to the stage to read introductions for our second group of grads.
Ferris Elliott. Ferris has had many good times with friends. He will miss the routine of his classes. He is so proud to be here today. Ferris is planning to travel after graduation. Ferris would like to thank his family for their support and the teachers for their guidance. Congratulations, Ferris. Chioma Emeka Ofoma. Chioma's best memories are from lunch with friends and backstage in the dressing room at Art Spring. She's going to miss shift class, friends, and especially GISPA. Chioma is deeply satisfied with herself for completing and passing 8 classes this semester. She is planning to attend Okanagan College this fall to pursue a therapist assistant diploma. Chioma would like to thank her family for all the sacrifices they have made for her to have a better life. Chioma is the recipient of the Clark Little Memorial Bursary, the Hospital Employees Union Bursary, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Adversity and Perseverance, and she is this year's winner of the Vocalist of the Year Award. Congratulations, Chioma. Zara Enns. Zara will look back fondly on all the times she got to meet and bond with new people. She will miss seeing all her friends in one place every day. Zara is proud of pushing through the heavy workloads and making it to grad. She is planning to get a master's degree in psychology and become a registered clinical counselor. Zara would like to thank her mom the most, and also her family and friends for being her support. Zara is receiving the Hospital Employees Union Bursary and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Adversity and Perseverance. Congratulations, Zara. Juniper Ferry. Juniper will always remember having a dance party in the girls' bathroom and meeting new friends whom she is really going to miss. She is glad to be graduating high school. Juniper plans on traveling for a while and then to start working. She would like to thank her parents, Mr. Massey and Miss Mitchell. Congratulations, Juniper. Max Fleming. Max's best times were spent baking in the caf and painting outside of the art class with their closest friends. They will miss nothing besides seeing her friends in the bathroom between periods. Max feels proud of using their time and knowledge from school to open up her own thrift store in Gasoline Alley. He plans to keep his business thriving, enjoying the world through traveling, and spend time with loved ones. Max is grateful for everyone who's been supportive of them and all the amazing people who made him feel welcomed. Congratulations, Max. Veronica Florito. Veronica's best memory was receiving the amount of support in her courses to help her pass. She's going to miss the community and the teachers. Veronica's greatest achievements were getting on the honor roll twice and overcoming her hardships in life. She is planning to take a gap year and then go to college and then to university. Veronica would like to acknowledge the community and all of the teachers. Thank you. Congratulations, Veronica. Violet Fox. Violet's best memories was the French intensive semester and studying out on the field with friends. She will long for the days going to barbs with friends at lunch and ultimate Frisbee practices. Violet feels accomplished for completing French immersion. She's planning to attend Montana State University in the fall, and she would like to thank her brother, mom, dad, friends, and all the teachers who supported her. Violet is the recipient of a French and English dual Dogwood diploma and the Salt Springs Center School Award. Congratulations, Violet. Naya Garrett Steele. Naya's best times were spent in CAF class. She is going to miss hanging out at lunch with her friends. Naya is proud of building her own baked goods business. She is planning to travel, go to pastry school, and to start a career in the food industry. Naya would like to thank Chef for being a great teacher. Congratulations, Naya. Carla Joy Galacchio. Carla will always remember turning ordinary lunch breaks into unforgettable moments with friends. She is grateful for the feeling of belonging and growing where she felt heard and encouraged. Carla is proud of completing her capstone project with passion and creativity. She is manifesting to follow her passion for baking and to continue living. Carla would like to thank the people who helped her get through both the good times and the hard ones. Carla has been awarded the Country Grocer Bursary and the District Scholarship. Congratulations. Scott Goddard. Scott has fond memories of GISS from playing physics table mini golf in Mr. Duncan's room. He will really miss hanging out with his friends every day. He thinks his greatest achievement is never having succumbed to the yerba mate cult. Scott plans to continue his education at the University of Victoria. He would like to thank his friends and teachers for making his high school fun. Scott is receiving a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics, the Ganges Village Marketplace Tom Toynbee Scholarship for Business Studies, and Scott is one of this year's winners of the Senior Male Athlete of the Year Award. Congratulations, Scott. Antoine Gonzalez. Antoine feels grateful for all the chill people he met and all the fun experiences along the way. He will miss hanging out with all his friends and messing around in shop. Antoine's greatest achievements at GISS is graduating from high school. He's going to go to school for welding and then see where life takes him. Antoine wants to thank his friends and his awesome teachers, Daryl, Mr. O, Miss Shaposh, Christy, and Sherry. Congratulations, Antoine. Flora Grand. Flora will always remember getting to see her friends daily and the car rides to school with her dad. She'll look back happily at the time spent playing cards in the courtyard with Anemone and sushi runs with Ella. Flora is most proud of her relationships she's built in and outside of class. She plans to continue her studies at UBC and travel around the world. She thanks her mama, papa, friends, Toby Beardsmore, and her two amazing sisters, Stella and Sophia. Flora is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the Manson Toynbee Memorial Scholarship, and the Salt Springs Lion Club Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Flora. Caleb Grange. Caleb will look back happily on times welding in shop and laying fat dimes. He is going to miss hanging out with friends and metal shop class. He is proud of making the honor roll in grade 11. Caleb is planning to go back to school to become a master mariner, and he would like to thank his parents, Daryl, Billy Jack, Rock and Ronnie, Mr. Krause, Sarah Bateman, and Heather. Caleb has been awarded the Accommodations Group Scholarship. Congratulations, Caleb. Sage Hancock. Sage's favorite time was spent in shift during her first semester of grade 12. She is grateful for the sense of affinity with her peers and teachers that motivated her to push further. Sage is proud of her dedication to theater, GISPA, and all of the productions she was involved in at GISS. She is planning to experience as much as possible and live life to the fullest. She would like to thank her family and friends who supported her through these defining years of life. Congratulations, Sage. Maya Hargrove. Maya's best memory is the feeling of going home after a long week of school. She will miss missing classes to work on other classes' classwork outside instead. Maya considers her greatest achievement teaching her little brother, Kieran, how to tie his shoes. She is planning to pursue a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology. Maya would like to thank her family and friends for the support they have given her over the years. Maya is receiving the Lady Minto Gulf Islands Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship. Congratulations, Maya. Boone Harris. Boone will always remember going out for lunch with the boys. He's going to miss time spent messing around in shop class. He's proud of attending welding school at Camosun College while still in high school. Boone is planning to become a Red Seal welder and weld on pipelines and make Skrilla. Boone would like to thank his family and friends, the teachers who helped him along the way. Boone has been awarded the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Indigenous Youth, the Richard Vermillion Memorial Junior Golf Fund Annual Scholarship, the Robin Gittard Memorial Bursary, the Steve Thomas Memorial Bursary, and the Wilco Construction Scholarship for the Trades. Congratulations, Boone.
All right, we got Tavin Hartwood. Tavin's best memory is doing physics in Mr. Duncan's room. He will look back on watching movies in cinema club with his favorite friends and teachers during lunch. Tavin's most proud of becoming the kind of person his younger self would look up to. After graduating from SFU, he hopes to work as a software architect, not for a soulless corporation. Tavin would like to thank his girlfriend Autumn, his parents, Mr. Duncan, and Mrs. Fitzallen. Tavin is the recipient of the Cunliffe Bursary, the District Scholarship, and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Tavin. Emerson Hayden. Emerson enjoyed playing mini golf and physics in grade 10. He is really going to miss his friends. He is proud of helping to start a school mountain bike team. Emerson is planning to go into science at UVic. He would like to thank his parents and teachers. Emerson is receiving the Circle Education's Pass It On Award and the William and Irene Palmer Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Emerson. Sophie Herman. Sophie's best memory is somewhere in her brain to be found. She will miss hearing Heather say, today in the calf, it's soup day. Sophie is proud of the art she has shown through circus and photography exhibits. Sophie is planning on enjoying life, learning, working, exploring nature, and creating art. Sophie thanks those who supported her, including all living organisms. Congratulations, Sophie. Levi Hickson. Levi will remember working on a bunch of plays recently, set and props. He had fun goofing off with his friends in class. Levi is very happy to be graduating. He hopes to go to post-secondary to be a vet tech eventually. Levi would like to thank his friends and teachers for their support and for making school bearable. Levi has been awarded the Richard Toynbee Scholarship and the Salt Spring Island Waterbird Watch Collective Award. Congratulations, Levi. Nicholas Hildebrandt. Nicholas enjoyed playing for the school's junior and senior boys soccer teams. He will be looking back on the many fun times spent with his friends and peers. Nicholas feels grateful for somehow getting through every exam without studying. He is planning to travel, to work, and to hopefully continue his education. Nicholas would like to thank his family, his friends, and his teachers for 4 great years. Congratulations, Nicholas. Ken Ho. Ken will always remember building a shed in Task. He will miss having lunch with his besties and hanging out with them. Ken takes great pride in getting 92% in pre-calculus 12 without sweating for an entire semester. He is planning to go to George Brown College in Ontario and take graphic design. Ken would like to thank his parents, his aunt, his host family for supporting him during his studies at GISS. Congratulations, Ken. Dylan Hirosh. Dylan's best memory at GISS was the first time he drove to school. He is going to miss his friends. Dylan is delighted by his college education and starting earlier than most in a career that he loves. After graduation, he is planning to work. Dylan would like to thank his family and all his friends that supported him through his education. Dylan is the recipient of the District Scholarship and the Salt Spring Garbage Service Scholarship for the Trades. Congratulations, Dylan. Kirsten Hutton. Kirsten will look back happily on meeting their closest friends, being asked out by Jet Jackson, and watching everyone grow over the years. They are going to miss hanging out with their friends at lunch, giggling on the walk back to class, and the Phoenix teachers. Kirsten is proud of being an artist, a designer, making true connections, being themselves, and choosing kindness. They are planning on becoming a big name in the beauty industry as a nail tech, a fashion designer, and an artist. They would like to thank Mom and Dad, Jet Jackson, Kirsty Callip, and all their close friends who cheered them for them nonstop. Congratulations, Kirsten. Elizabeth Innes. Elizabeth's favorite high school memory is going to nationals with the GISS rowing team. She had the best times during senior girls soccer and basketball. Her greatest achievement is receiving the Senior Female Athlete of the Year award in grade 11. Elizabeth will be attending the University of Victoria to pursue a career in sports psychology. She would like to thank her parents for their support, for Stacy and Tom for believing in her. Elizabeth is receiving a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Gilbert Mowat Scholarship, the Katsior Sori and Kiyomoko Murakami Scholarship, the Salt Spring Lions Club Memorial Scholarship for Academics, and the Salt Spring United Soccer Club Scholarship. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Ariana Ivanov. Ariana's favorite memory is spending time with friends. She is really going to miss seeing her friends every day and not having to pay rent or taxes. Ariana is proud of her academic achievements. She is attending Queen's University in the fall, where she plans on studying life sciences. Ariana would like to thank her best friend Zoe, Tucker, and her family for always supporting her. Ariana has been awarded the Mid-Island Co-op bursary. Congratulations, Ariana. Amara Jewel. Amara will always remember being in task and listening to good music in the sun. She will miss seeing her fave people every day. Amara is proud to be graduating. She is planning to attend the Pacific Design Academy for Visual Arts in Victoria. She would like to thank everyone who helped her these past years. Amara is the recipient of the Jean Choplin Memorial Scholarship and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for excellence in the areas other than academics. Congratulations, Amara. Izzy Kerrigan. Izzy had a lot of fun on all the soccer trips. She will most miss watching Ifet Secondaire in the French intensive. Izzy's greatest achievement is being on the GISS first ultimate Frisbee team. She is planning on studying general arts at McGill. Izzy would like to thank her family and coaches. Izzy is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the district scholarship, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence, and she is also the winner of this year's Senior Female Athlete of the Year Award. Congratulations, Izzy. Avalon Kunike. Avalon's favorite memory at GISS are all the time spent with her friends. She is going to look back fondly on sushi lunches and the time in the CAF. Avalon is attending UVic for a Bachelor's of Science program after graduation. Avalon would like to thank her friends and family for being there for her. Avalon has been awarded the Country Grocer Bursary and the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 92 Bursary. Congratulations, Avalon. Brady Lacroix. Brady will also remember playing Smash Bros on exam week. He is going to miss the cafeteria and supportive teachers. He is proud to be graduating. Brady is planning to continue to learn to try new things. He would like to thank his friends, his cat, the supportive teachers of GISS, and his parents. Congratulations, Brady. Manon Lalondre. Manon feels grateful for the Pass It On and search and rescue programs where she learned and made real connections. She will long for the care at GISS and the quiet lunches in Mr. O's room where she felt at ease. Manon is proud of making the decision to tackle the challenge that is school in a foreign country. She plans to study biology in Switzerland and aims to bridge Switzerland and Salt Spring. Manon thanks her parents and her friends for their support and love. She loves everyone who respected her. Manon is a recipient of the International Program Scholarship. Congratulations, Manon.
Thank you, Mr. Krause and Mr. Columbine. Let's have another round of applause for our second group of grads. Our next two speakers were selected by the graduates to speak on behalf of the staff. With an address from the Gulf Island Secondary staff, please welcome Donald Duncan and Roland Kerr.
Very tall. Yes. Let's make it taller for when Jude gets back up here. Hello, grads. Thank you, friends and family, for being here to support them. And thank you for selecting us to be here. My name is Mr. Duncan. This is Mr. Kerr. And folks, don't the grads look amazing again tonight? Give them another hand. Let's go. And finally, with just 2 weeks left in school, they actually all made it here on time. Give it up. Give it up. Woo.
Well, Mr. Duncan, it feels like we were up here 3 years ago, was it?
I think it was, yeah, 3 years. That sounds about right.
Yeah. It's a busy time this time of year. Honestly, when we found out we'd been voted again, we genuinely thought about just using that year's grad speech again.
This one here. Here we go. Just one sec. Yeah, okay.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. We love being environmental, right? Where grads, we're not going to do that. Don't worry. No less than 3 of you and 2 staff members came up to me at different times, not all at once, and said, "Do not do that again, Roland." Okay, we will. You had siblings who graduated that year. Good for you for being there. You remembered the speech.
So instead, we want to try something a little different, a little more modern for 2025. So, ChatGPT, can you write me a speech while I'm at the podium here from the perspective of a high school teacher congratulating the grads of 2025 from GISS? To make it authentic, can you use a, moderately sarcastic tone?
Sorry, I cannot assist with that task. It seems unethical. Although most of the grads got to this point by using me to do their work, I really think they deserve better than this.
Okay, hold on. We can still use you to write our report cards, right?
Definitely. Do you want to just reuse the same ones you use every semester?
Let's worry about that later.
We actually came up with a whole bunch of different ideas, folks. Don't worry, don't worry. One of them was we were going to do the Ice Bucket Challenge up here on stage right now.
We have the bucket, but unfortunately, it was just kind of nixed by our principals here. Too messy, they thought. Insurance wouldn't cover damage in case water got on the gym floor, and the grads, as great as they look, we don't want them slipping all over the place. It'd be a liability.
Besides this being the TikTok generation, we're pretty sure the grads have forgotten about the Ice Bucket Challenge anyways. So,
the other idea we had, we were going to hire someone to dress up in a pirate costume. We're going to get them to come up here, attack us mid-speech. We're going to have a pirate duel. Why? Just because we can. Yeah. We're going to really get into the theme of it here. We're going to have a sword fight, trying to wrest back control of the mic to see who gets to finish the speech.
that was also nixed by admin, who reminded us the speech here is not for us, for the grads.
So, sorry, Mr. Donaldson. I know you're really looking forward to this. Ah.
Now, Mr. Massey, there was one bit I was hoping would fly. You've already said no, also too messy, but I have here a ripe watermelon, okay? Just a little one. It's not a big one. I just want to point. It's a little one, and I have here a sledgehammer. With your blessing, Mr. Massey. But it's a baby watermelon. It's a small one. The grads will love it. I will smash this watermelon on stage for the grad class of 25-5. Who doesn't love a good Gallagher reference?
He's smiling, but I don't think he likes the idea.
Grads, we're going to skip the sledgehammer.
So grads, all joking aside, okay, we do have some words of wisdom to impart to you, despite what it looks like, okay? Words of wisdom. As you go through life, you're going to have all sorts of ideas, all sorts of things you want to do, all sorts of plans, right? There are going to be so many things you want to do.
But due to time constraints or budget overruns or forces outside your control, you're not going to be able to do them all. Not in this lifetime, not in many lifetimes. It's just it's gonna seem like too much.
So remember, Sometimes the single most important thing you can do, and for those around you, is to just show up. Just be there and be present. And despite how it looks, sometimes things do go according to plan, and sometimes the stars do align, and it works out, and you can give the people what they want.
We know that you want us to keep this short and sweet, so here's someone who's both shorter and sweeter than either of us combined. Grads, can you give it up for Heather?
Thank you for the introduction. I don't know how to follow that. And I am sure. Move forward knowing that all that you do and all that you say matters. I do not know how to do my job without using all my heart. I hope that you find a profession and/or passion that allows you to do the same. A quote that resonated with me when I was about your age is as follows. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. I encourage you to continue to find your power and go out into the greater global community and utilize it to do incredible things. I believe in your every potential. Lean into your struggles, that is a part of life. Those times of triumph and challenge continually define who you are becoming. Approach all that you do with genuine care, unguarded kindness, and love. Spread joy. The world needs more of it. To you, their family, friends, those that support, love, and uplift them, thank you for sharing them on school days. It has been an absolute honor to learn and grow alongside of them. To the students, thank you for making me a better person. I have been inspired by what inspires you. I appreciate your uniquely individualistic ways in making this a better school community to be a part of. You are adored, and I want you to leave this school knowing that. I am so proud of all that you are and all that you are becoming. Thank you. I love you too.
Thank you, Heather.
And Mr. Duncan and Mr. Kerr. Don't forget Mr. Duncan and Mr. Kerr.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Duncan, Mr. Kerr, for your kind words. It'll be interesting when you open your next paycheck and it's a lot less. We'd now like to let's restart. We'd now like to invite our next performer, Morgan Lada, to our stage to perform Prelude by Heitor Villalobos. Thank you, Morgan. We'd now like to welcome Mr. Massey to the stage to present certificates, while Sonia Langer and Sarah Peerless will introduce our third group of amazing graduates.
Chantal Lamb. Chantal will cherish the small moments with her friends that meant the most. Friends, yerba, and the chef's demo days are what she's going to miss most about GISS. Chantal feels delighted to have passed without ever fully understanding what was going on. She is planning to take a gap year in Europe and then return for post-secondary. Chantal thanks her family and friends, especially Elise, who continually pushed her to grow. Chantal is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma. Congratulations, Chantal. Morgan Ladha. Morgan's best memory is performing in the GISS music show at Art Spring. He feels grateful for the environment and the people at GISS. He is proud of his musical compositions from his capstone project. Morgan is planning to study music at UVic. Morgan would like to thank Ms. Foots, Mr. Duncan, and everyone who has taught him at GISS. Morgan is receiving the Small Islands Award, and he is the recipient of the Composer of the Year Award. Congratulations, Morgan. Finn Lee. Finn will cherish rehearsing and performing in the Art Spring music shows. He will long for times spent hanging out in the music room playing music with friends. Finn is proud that he learned to build a shed in the task program. Finn is hoping to build a career in the trades. He thanks Daryl Watson, Sherry Hambrook, and Michelle Foots for guiding his passions along his high school journey. Finn is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Adversity and Perseverance. Congratulations, Finn. Ludmila Lee. Lulu had the best time growing through high school with her three greatest friends, Aurelia, Johanna, and Nayani. She will miss lunches with them and traveling for sports. Lulu's greatest achievement is starting for a Division I club volleyball team. She will be attending the University of Oregon in the fall, where she plans to study physiotherapy. She would like to thank her friends, family, coaches, and especially her mother and father. Lulu has been awarded the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in areas other than academics. Congratulations, Lulu. Ella Marcotte. Ella feels grateful for going on lunch dates with her friends and cafeteria classes with Chef. She will miss seeing everyone every day and playing crazy eights with Flora and Anemone. Ella feels grateful for passing Math 11. She is planning to take courses at VIU to become a veterinary care aide and to travel the world. Ella would like to thank her mom and papa, brother Matt, and her homies. Congratulations, Ella. Danny Marshall. Danny really enjoyed the French intensive semester. She is going to miss visiting her father's office and being in the same classes as her friends. She is proud of the hard work and effort she put into everything she did. Danny is planning to study sciences at the University of Victoria starting this fall. She would like to thank her family, especially her grandpa, for supporting and encouraging her. Danny is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the French Immersion Scholarship, and the Jane Mowat Scholarship. Congratulations, Danny. Indigo Marshall. Indigo's best memory is mudsliding at cross-country provincials. She will miss seeing her friends every day. She feels it was quite an accomplishment to miss half the year for sports and travel and keep up like she never left. Indigo plans to attend UBC in the fall and pursue a career as a doctor. She would like to thank her mom for reminding her to fill out her grad ceremony introduction form. Indigo is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma and the Country Grocer Pharmacy Scholarship for Allied Health Professions. Congratulations, Indigo. Molly Mawini. Molly's favorite times at GISS were spent participating in the winter wrap-ups. She enjoyed days sitting in the sun on the hill at lunch with friends. Molly is proud of not slipping into the ocean getting on and off the water taxi. Her future includes going to Ireland and then to Medicine Hat College to become a teacher. Molly would like to thank her teachers, family, and Nia for all their support. Molly has been awarded the Cunliffe Bursary, the Gita Bursary, and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Education, Social Work, and Counseling. Congratulations, Molly. Louisa McCarville-Russo. Lou will look back fondly on chatting in shift class with Oscar, Lilu, and Calliope. She had fun having lunch with friends and distracting Mr. Kerr with philosophical dilemmas. She is very proud to have competed in the Canadian Improv Games National Tournament in Ottawa. Lou has been accepted into UVic, where she is planning on receiving a Bachelor's of English. She would like to thank Oscar, Rowan, and Lilu for being the best friends a girl could ask for. Lou is receiving the Country Grocer Bursary, the Lambda Foundation Jack Hallam Human Rights Award. Congratulations, Lou. Cale McDonough. Cale's best memory at GISS is leaving. He will miss going to the co-op. Cale is proud of actually graduating. He is planning to move to Vancouver and figure the rest out from there. Cale would like to thank his mom and dad as well as his stepmom. Congratulations, Cale. Ryder Mills. Ryder will always remember going fishing with his friends. He is going to miss seeing them every day. Ryder is proud as he leaves GISS, including the rare distinction of never once needing to use the facilities for anything more than a quick visit. Ryder is planning to stay on Salt Spring and get better at golf. Ryder would like to shout out his mom and dad. Congratulations, Ryder. Talia Mulligan. Talia's best times were in Mr. O's French class, peer tutoring in cafeteria, and making new friends. She will miss Heather's morning announcements and lunch breaks with friends. Talia feels proud of being on the honor roll and finishing a Camosun Indigenous health course. Her plan for the future is to travel the world and go to medical school. She wants to thank Ms. Shiposh, Mr. O, Amy, and friends and family for making her time here enjoyable. Congratulations, Talia. Phoenix Muscat. Phoenix feels grateful for getting to know all the teachers and people that helped him through. He is going to long for the friendly faces and kind words from teachers and people around the school. Phoenix is proud of sticking all the way through rowing because it's so much fun and not lame at all. He is planning to become an outdoor guide and have a load of fun. Phoenix would like to thank his family, Stacy Mitchell and Megan Montgomery. Phoenix has been awarded the Country Grocer Award of Distinction and is one of this year's winners of the Senior Male Athlete of the Year Award. Congratulations, Phoenix. Yuto Nakabayashi. Yuto enjoyed playing many volleyball games as a member of the school volleyball team. He will miss all his friends. He is proud of being able to talk with anyone in English, which is his second language. Yuto is planning to major in business administration in college in Japan. He would like to thank his parents for always supporting him. Congratulations, Yuto. Kumi Nash. Kumi remembers all the silly interactions she had with her peers. She loved all the walks. She is proud of the amount of times she came to school. Kumi is going to spend a gap year traveling and then go to post-secondary school. She would like to thank her family for everything they did for her. Congratulations, Kumi. Cleo Nichols. Cleo's favorite time was spent playing on the senior girls soccer team. She will miss Heather's announcements, calf salads, and sunny lunches on the fields. Cleo's greatest achievement is being fashionably late to school since grade 9. Next year, she is going to UBC to study natural resources science. Cleo would like to thank her friends, mom, dad, and sisters for their continued support. Cleo is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the French Immersion Scholarship, the Gulf Islands Principals and Vice Principals Association Award, the Saanich Gulf Islands Green Party Scholarship, the Salt Spring Island Conservancy Scholarship, the Salt Spring Island Garden Club Bursary, and the BC Excellence Scholarship. Congratulations, Cleo. Dylan Ohep-Ugalde. Dylan's best memory is working in the shop with Daryl's music blasting. He had fun laughing about the random things spoken in the last few minutes of class the most. Dylan's greatest achievement throughout his high school days was building and flying a homemade drone. He plans to study electrical engineering at UVic in the fall and build robots. He thanks his mom and dad for always being there for him, and Heather for always being the sun of someone's day. Dylan is receiving the Carden Michael Sheldon Davis Scholarship and the Cornerstone Scholarship. Congratulations, Dylan. Makia Ohep-Ugalde. Makia is grateful for performing her first dance show with GISS Dance at Art Spring. She is going to miss the community and lake days with her friends. She is proud of completing 2 dual credit courses for ELC and psychology. Makia is planning on going to Langara College, then transferring to UBC for teaching. She would like to thank her friends, family, and Heather for always supporting her. Makia has been awarded the Country Grocer Bursary, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Education, Social Work, and Counseling, and the Waterfront Gallery Society Arts Bursary. Congratulations, Makia.
Zoe Oloritz. Zoe's best memories are from her time spent in peer tutoring at SSE. She will miss time spent with friends at lunch and in grade 11 Locker Bay. She is proud of completing the French intensive semester. Zoe will be going to Dalhousie for youth and family social work and counseling. She would like to thank her friends and family. Zoe is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the Raffi Foundation Center for Child Honoring Bursary, and the Unsung Hero Award. Congratulations, Zoe. Bruno Ortega Guzman. Bruno will remember all the long nights with his buddies. He is grateful for the good folk he met at GISS. He feels his greatest achievement is being a boyfriend to Madison Savannah Polson Howe. Bruno is planning on living life the way it is meant to be lived. Bruno would like to thank his host family, his father, mother, and most importantly, his brother. Congratulations, Bruno. Keegan Atsubo Pap. Keegan's best memories are from hangout sessions with the boys. He will surely miss all these people. He is glad to be graduating high school, and his plans include becoming a mechanic of some sort and to make Hella Skrilla. Keegan sends thanks out to his mom and to his dad. Congratulations, Keegan. Anemone parent. Anemone's best memory is all of them. She is going to miss grade 10 math class, and she is so proud of her peers. Anemone is planning on taking a gap year before attending post-secondary. She would like to thank her legendary friends, family, and teachers. Congratulations, Anemone. Zoe Parks. Zoe will remember the adventures that she shared with the Crofton crew on their travels. She will miss Soleil and the many great teachers at Giss. Zoe feels proud of becoming a lifeguard and working at the Duncan pool. She was planning to pursue her future in nursing and many adventures on the way. Zoe would like to thank her friends, family, and most of all her boyfriend. Zoe has been awarded the Lady Minto Gulf Islands Hospital Auxiliary Scholarships, the Nessie Vi Memorial Bursary, and the Salt Spring Island Rotary Club Scholarship for the trades. Congratulations, Zoe. Seaside Patterson. Seaside's best memory is winning North Islands in senior boys soccer and bus trips with Aiton and the lads. He is going to miss soccer class. He is proud to have won Best Junior Athlete in grade 10 while also being on the principal's list. Seaside is planning to spend the next months learning to walk again before going to university. Seaside would like to thank Ms. Shaposh, Aiton, Megan, and Stacy for making school enjoyable. Seaside is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the district scholarship, the Salt Spring Center School Award, and the Salt Spring United Soccer Club Scholarship. Congratulations, Seaside. Gabriel Pennington Battaglio. Gabriel will remember working on projects with friends in Mr. Watson's amazing shop class. He is going to long for getting to spend the day talking to people or on his phone rather than going to work. He considers his greatest achievement so far to be finishing school early to pursue a career. Gabe's plans for the future are to continue working hard to become a master electrician. He would like to thank his parents, his friends, and all the people with whom he shared great conversations. Gabriel is the recipient of the CUPE Local 788 Memorial Bursary, the District Scholarship, the Salt Spring Lions Club Scholarship for the trades, and the Yanni Sharonis Memorial Trade Bursary. Congratulations, Gabriel. Alessandro Perez. Sandra will always remember missing last block, sometimes to go on hikes to Burgoyne with friends. He will look back on playing heavy metal drums at school music shows. He is proud of the work he's put into becoming the musician he is now. Sandro is planning to move to Vancouver with a friend and begin his music career there. Sandro would like to thank Heather for always making his day and his mom for supporting his dreams. Congratulations, Sandro. Mia Porshka. Mia's fondest memories are from working on theater productions. She will surely miss crocheting in class. Mia is proud of the person she's become and the connection she has made. She is planning to become an environmental scientist with a backup plan to become Radagast's pupil. She would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers for their support and encouragement. Mia is receiving the Apple Festival Rex Welland Memorial Bursary, the Community Energy Solar Scholarship, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Areas Other Than Academics, the Salt Spring Island Conservancy Scholarship, the Seeds of Youth Scholarship, and the Excellence in Fine Arts Award. Congratulations, Mia. Cyrus Pollard. Cyrus's best memory from being at Giss include participating in the task program and hanging out with his friends. He is going to miss his time at school seeing everyone and chatting with teachers. He is proud to be finishing high school and excited to go to Thompson Rivers University and learn heavy-duty mechanics. He wants to thank his teachers and friends for making his time at school fun. Cyrus has been awarded the Gita Scholarship for Indigenous Youth, the Mosaic Forest Management Award, and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarships for Indigenous Youth. Congratulations, Cyrus. Madison Polson Howe. Maddie will cherish all the little things, those random adventures and car rides with friends. She is going to miss the out-of-pocket conversations that made school better. Maddie feels happy to have become someone she's proud of, no matter what life threw at her. She is planning a gap year to travel and discover more about herself and her goals. Maddie would like to thank her mom, grandparents, Woody Scott, Jake, Jack, Amara, and Sophie. Maddie is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Adversity and Perseverance. Congratulations, Maddie. Jacob Quinnell. Jake's best times were spent sitting in Science 10 with all of his friends. He will miss being able to see his friends every day, but is happy to be graduating. Jake is planning on attending Camosun College for Engineering. He would like to thank Catherine and Jason Fraser for always supporting him through everything. Congratulations, Jake. Noah Ray. Noah's best memory is from grade 10 when Daryl took the time to give him good life advice. He will wish for the days of being constantly around his friends and spending time with them in the locker bay. Noah is grateful for all the close relationships he's made during his 4 years. Noah is planning to go to BCIT to get his degree in mechanical engineering. He would like to thank his mom and dad, his sisters, and all of his friends. Noah is receiving the Cunliffe Bursary, the Gulf Islands Water Taxi Award, and the Symmetric Design Scholarship for Mechanical or Biomedical Engineering. Congratulations, Noah.
Thank you, Ms. Langer and Ms. Peerless. Let's have another round of applause for our third group of grads. We're almost there. Deep breaths, people. Our next two speakers were selected by the graduates to present the class representative address. Please welcome graduates Makia Ohep Ugala and William T. to the podium.
Good afternoon, teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates. Thank you everyone for being here on this special day. My name is Willem Terpenning, not Willie. Willem Terpenning.
And I'm Makia Ohep. First off, let's give a big round of applause to our teachers, family, friends, and fellow graduates who stood by us every step of the way. This ceremony marks the end of a 4-year journey together and the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. As we stand here in our very expensive dresses and suits, it's hard not to reflect on the moments that brought us here. Pulling all-nighters studying, awkward school events, pretending we read the assigned chapters, and laughing way too hard at things that probably weren't that funny. But in all seriousness, high school wasn't just about academics or extracurriculars. It was about growing up. Looking back, it's crazy how fast it all went. One day, we're wandering the halls trying to figure out which bathroom was the least scary and most sanitary, and the next, we're applying for scholarships.
To our teachers, thank you for your patience and for answering the same question in 12 different ways. To Mr. Columbine, thank you for never failing us to laugh with your strange jokes. Thank you, Miss Arnold, for thoroughly sharing your knowledge, and Mr. Colleran for soothing us to sleep with reading time. Thank you, Chef, for reminding us to always ask before we take, and a huge thank to Mr. Langdon's hairstyle for always reminding us what 2012 looked like. I know that was a lot of thank yous, but there's just one very special person we'd like to thank.
Thank you, Heather, for always being there for the students, supporting us when we needed it, and for your kind words each morning. You meant a lot to us and made school much more memorable. To our families, the ones who raised us, drove us to school on those mornings we missed the bus or pressed snooze on the alarm, cheered us on, and reminded us constantly to just focus and get it done. Thank you. Even when we rolled our eyes and said, "I know," you stood by us. And to our friends, thank you for being the reason we look forward to each day, for all the laughter and all the support.
I'm sure we all have slightly different ideas of what the ideal high school experience looks like. But I can truly say from the bottom of my heart, every single day I spent here, good or bad, it was worth it. Whether it was getting eyed down by Mr. Bunyan with his hands on his hips, standing in his door, or it was Mr. Kerr being the thing he hates most, a distraction. Or maybe you were even asking Daryl about the strange photos above the laser cutter. If you know, you know. Personally, I wouldn't change a thing about the time I spent here. I hope I hope the same is true for you. As Mr. O always says, we are all beautiful people.
Now, as we step into this new chapter of our lives, whether that be university, college, a gap year, work, or just figuring it out, I hope we can all remember this day and think back to our time together. Throughout these years, we've made friends we'll never forget, had conversations that shape who we are, and discovered that you don't need to get on honor roll or principal's list to be smart or special. It's the little things like opening the door for someone or running to hug your friends in the halls that are important. We learned that growth doesn't come from comfort, but from challenge. And we learned that the people around us, the ones who show up, matter more than any grade ever could.
So what's next? So what's next? Well, life's gonna get messy. There'll be failures, rejections, awkward job interviews, and times when Google won't have the answer. But we've made it through so much already. We'll figure it out, and when we don't, we'll fake it with confidence. Life isn't about knowing exactly what you're doing. It's about showing up. It's about taking each day step by step, being in the moment, and appreciating the people you have around you. It's about being kind, even when it's hard.
So, wherever life takes us, whether we're climbing corporate ladders, chasing big dreams, raising families, or still figuring it out, it's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be real, be present, and maybe call your mom once in a while. Seriously, it'll make her day.
Be proud of how far you've come, be hopeful for what's ahead, and always remember, every goodbye has a little bit of a beginning in it. We're not just leaving something behind, we're stepping into something new.
So, take a deep breath. You've made it. Congratulations,
Class of 2025. And there's one more thing I'd like to say that really, I think you'd like it. To see the world, things dangerous to come to to see behind walls, draw closer to find each other, and to feel. That is the purpose of life. And show of hands, what year were you born? I'm done, yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Makia and Willem T. Let's hear it for those two. We'd now like to present our third musical performance. Please welcome graduates Georgia Aiken, Ruby Bose, Alessandro Perez, Finn Lee, Nicholas Croft, performing With a Little Help from My Friends by Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
She's got it.
I'm not quite sure how this starts. I think here. Yeah. Hold on. Here, you line up. Okay. uh, well. Okay. Getting somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for all the tears that I'm sure everyone has had, we tried to pick a little bit more of a happy song. Yeah, exactly.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna chat with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. And what do I do when I love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine. I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends.
Need anybody, just someone to love. Could be anybody, want somebody. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends, a little help from my
Thank you, grads. Mr. Massey, we would like to call you to the stage for the final group of presentations of certificates and grad introduction readers, teachers Emily Shaposh and Nia Williams.
Dakota Ricketts. Dakota feels grateful for his time building tiny homes in Task. He's going to miss the great staff. He's grateful to be finishing school. Dakota is planning to learn a trade. Dakota would like to thank Miss Hambrook. Congratulations, Dakota. Xiomara Robles. Xiomara will look back fondly on hanging out backstage between Art Spring performances. She enjoyed seeing all the familiar faces in the halls, the demo days in the cafeteria. Xiomara is proud of designing and creating new projects in woodshop and being in the GISS choir. Her future plans include working to save money and then going to university to study interior design. Zio would like to thank her family, the Circle Education, and Mr. Bunyan for all the free cookies. Xiomara has been awarded the Eamon McQueen Award for Perseverance, the Salt Spring Lions Club Scholarship for the Trades, and the Circle Education's Pass It On Award. Congratulations, Zio. Calla Rulin. Calla's best memories are the trips to Vancouver during the French intensive. She's going to miss long walks in the halls and road trips during shift. Calla is proud of passing Physics 12. Shout out, Mr. Duncan, fingers crossed. She's planning to attend Western University in the fall and to earn a degree in kinesiology. Calla would like to thank her teachers, coaches, friends, and family, especially her mom and dad. Calla is the recipient of a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the Country Grocer Bursary, the District Scholarship, and the Salt Spring Island Minor Baseball Association Scholarship. Congratulations, Calla. Zoe Sanchez Wickland. Zoe feels grateful for going on trips with the French intensive class. She will miss going to lunch with friends every day. Her greatest achievement is completing French immersion last year. Zoe's plans for the future include attending UVic in the fall and traveling this summer. She would like to thank her family and friends for supporting her throughout high school. Zoe is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Zoe. Johanna Skirtescu. Johanna will remember getting her license and driving into town with her friends during lunch. She had the best time going through high school with her 3 best friends, Aurelia, Lulu, and Nayani. Johanna is proud of the work she put into her job, academics, and maintaining her relationships. She plans to study at culinary school in Vancouver and start her business studies at UVic in 2026. She'd like to thank her parents, her brother Sebastian, and her close friends. Johanna is the recipient of a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Salt Spring Lions Club Scholarship for the Trades, and the Siobhan Pritchard Memorial Scholarship for Women in Trades. Congratulations, Johanna. Kira Shea. Kira's favorite thing was getting her N and driving her friends around. She will feel sad not hearing Heather's voice every day on the morning announcements. She feels glad that she never got caught using ChatGPT. Kira is going to go to Queen's for film and media studies. She would like to thank Mr. Columbine, Mr. Bunyan, Ms. Shibosh, and Heather. Kira has been awarded the District Scholarship, the Gulf Islands, and the Gulf Island Scholarship for the Visual Arts. Congratulations, Kira. Ferris Schulbraid. Ferris is grateful for task and being able to show his genuine self without fear. He will miss strutting around the halls with a smile to get others to do the same. He is proud of getting on everyone's good side. Ferris plans to follow through with plumbing and gas fitting. He thanks Cass, Daryl, Sarah Bateman, and Alistair. Ferris is receiving the Salt Spring Garbage Service Scholarship for the Trades and the Excellence in Applied Skills Award. Congratulations, Ferris. Flynn Sugar. Flynn will look back on his time spent throwing. Do you want to go? Flynn will look back on his time spent throwing the frisbee around with the guys. He feels grateful for lunchtimes with Heather. Flynn is proud of being able to balance his academics with his athletics. He's planning to go play baseball down south and study exercise science. Flynn would like to thank his mom and dad for their unconditional love and support. Flynn has been awarded the Arjuna George Inspire the Future Award, the Carden Michael Sheldon Davis Scholarship, the District Scholarship, and the Salt Spring Island Athletics Bursary for community sports. Congratulations, Flynn. Flint Silius. Flint enjoyed spending quality time with his friends at school. He will miss the excellent teachers who made learning fun and interesting. Flint's greatest achievement is finding his passion for mechanics through working on his Corvette. He plans to attend Camosun College to take Automotive Technician Foundations course. He would like to thank all of the teachers, his friends, and his parents. Congratulations, Flint. Leela Sikora. Leela will remember helping their friends hang posters for the drama class's Treasure Island play. They will miss spending time with all their friends and complaining about homework together. Leela is proud of keeping their head above water despite the hardships faced this past year. Leela hopes to continue to learn, aiming to get a degree in biology and become a science teacher. Leela would like to thank their mom, Zoe, who Leela wishes was still around to see them here tonight. Congratulations, Leela. Macy Stafford. Macy enjoyed laughing during classes with her friends when they should have been working. She will miss the people in her life that made even Mondays bearable or somewhat bearable. Macy is proud of surviving school with her sanity intact and getting into her dream university. After backpacking around Europe with her best friend, she'll be going to Emily Carr this September. Macy wants to thank her family because they always love her and support her, even when she's weird. Macy is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Areas Other Than Academics, the Salt Spring Arts Scholarship for the Arts, and the Steffich Fine Art Award. Congratulations, Macy. Mike Stocks. Mikey feels grateful for playing soccer and traveling with the senior boys soccer team. He will look back on the days of just messing around with his friends. Mikey is proud of his perfect attendance record. His plan is to continue working, do some traveling, and to further pursue an education in business. Mikey would like to thank his mom and dad for all the help and support through the years. Congratulations, Mikey. Milena Sivatlon. Milena's happiest memories were made on the school sports teams with her friends throughout the years. She will miss the inside jokes and the fun with her friends from shared dance class drama. Her greatest achievement is using a loophole to get her N at 16. Milena's plan is to study early learning and care at post-secondary school this coming fall. She would like to thank her family, friends, and coaches for all the support they have shown her. Milena has been awarded the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Areas Other Than Academics, and the West of the Moon Parents Family Scholarship. Congratulations, Milena.
Dane Turati. Dane will look back on his time in the task program, even if his attendance was questionable. He is grateful for all the awesome friends that he made during this time at GISS. Dane feels accomplished for being able to stand on this stage today and be done with school. He plans to go to Camosun for carpentry and to travel Europe with some friends. Dane wants to thank the staff, his friends, the Golden Island crew, and most importantly, his mom. Congratulations, Dane. Willem Terpenning. Willem's best memory at GISS was getting in trouble with all his friends. He will look back on calf salads, deep talks with Daryl, and walks with Rosa. He believes his greatest achievement is being outgoing and approachable at school. Willem is planning on attending UBC and studying political science. He would like to thank his mom, Christiane Wiggs, Louise Doucette, Daryl Watson, and Tom Langdon. Willem is receiving a French and English dual Dogwood diploma, the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarships for Indigenous Youth, and the Small Islands Award. Congratulations, Willem. Jude Thompson. Jude feels grateful for participating in the task program, which allowed him to learn new skills. He will miss time spent driving with friends at lunch and experiencing how fast the school days went by. After completing the task program, Jude was proud to earn enough credits to early grad in January. He is deciding what career he wants, so he will take a gap year to travel the world. Jude would like to thank his family, girlfriend, everyone at Salt Spring Wild Cider, and the GISS staff. Congratulations, Jude. Jack Turner. Jack's best memory is the devious licks trend, particularly watching the grad class of 2024 in action. He is going to miss Heather being the best, the dungeon below the gym, and picking courses for next semester. Jack is proud of graduating. He is pursuing a bachelor degree in physics and space science at the RMC in Ontario next year. Jack is very thankful to Mom and Dad, Judith, Kat, and Jay, Richard, Jeffrey, Jenny, Wampa, and Jake. Congratulations, Jack. Lila Waldy. Lila's happiest memories occurred on all the soccer tournaments with her teammates. She will really miss dance class and tech week at Art Spring. She's proud of getting her car to start every day. Lila is planning on attending post-secondary school in the fall for a degree in chemistry. She would like to thank her friends, family, coaches, especially Mr. Ayton, for all the support. Lila is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Areas Other Than Academics and the Yanni Sharonis Memorial Athletics Bursary. Congratulations, Lila. Elise Walsh. Elise loved her time competing for the Scorpions swim team and going to provincials in Richmond. She is grateful for lunch with friends, yerba, and shift classes. Elise's greatest achievement is completing the French immersion program. She plans to attend UVic in September for teaching and to become an elementary teacher. She would like to thank her parents, Mr. Kerr, and her best friends, Chantal, Macy, and Cleo. Elise is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma, the Andrew Krizan Humanitarian Scholarship, and the Salt Spring Island Women's Institute Bursary. Congratulations, Elise. Liam Walsh. Liam will remember setting up a TV in the multi and played video games for 4 hours. He will really miss not having to pay for school. Liam's greatest achievement was somehow graduating despite all the odds. He is planning to attend UVic's Bachelor's of Commerce program to eventually earn money. Liam would like to thank his mother and father for somehow putting up with him for 18 long years, and also thanks to Mr. O. Liam has been awarded the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in Areas Other Than the Academics. Congratulations, Liam. Clara Wardlaw. Clara's best memory from her time at GISS is when Mr. Krause brought his dog Winston to class. She will miss seeing her favorite people every day. Clara will be attending UVic for her bachelor's degree. She would like to thank her friends and family. Clara is the recipient of the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics and the Ganges Village Marketplace Ben Greenhoff a Memorial Scholarship for Business Studies. Congratulations, Clara. Teague White. Teague's favorite memory from his time at GISS is getting destroyed in Go by Mr. Duncan. He is not going to miss waking up at 6:30 a.m. and commuting for 3 hours every day. His greatest achievement is learning how to learn. Teague is going to UBC to study computer science, after which he will attempt to survive in Vancouver. Teague would like to thank his parents, siblings, friends, and teachers for their guidance and support. Teague is receiving the Crofton Catering Group bursaries and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Academics. Congratulations, Teague. Sophia Wilson. Sophia enjoyed hanging out with her friends at lunch. She will be sad not to see her mother in the office all the time. Sophia is proud of surviving high school. She plans to attend UVic for a Bachelor of Arts and may pursue a Master's in Library Studies. Sophia would like to thank her family, friends, Miss Fitzayland, and Chef. Sophia has been awarded the CUPE Local 788 Memorial Bursary and the Judy Nurse Memorial Bursary. Congratulations, Sophia. Tucker Wissink. Tucker had fun carving up Lady Smith with Scotty and meeting so many awesome people. He will look back on lunchtime with the boys. He is proud of somehow making honor roll 3 times. He plans to go to BCIT to get a journalism diploma and then pursue a career in sports media. Tucker is grateful for his lovely girlfriend, Alma, Mr. Clayton, his parents, and older sister, Marley. Tucker is the recipient of the Carden Michael Sheldon Davis Scholarship, the Cunliffe Bursary, and the Dockside Realty Bursary for Continuing Education, Pender Island. Congratulations, Tucker. Matthias Woodley. Matthias's best memories from GISS are from going to high school swimming provincials in Richmond. He will miss seeing his friends every day and being on the high school swim team. Matthias feels proud to have completed the French immersion program and to graduate with a double dogwood. Matthias is taking a gap year to travel to Europe and then attend UBC next fall. He would like to thank his family and teachers for supporting him. Matthias is receiving a French and English dual dogwood diploma and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarship for Excellence in areas other than academics. Congratulations, Matthias. Mar Woolcombe. Mar's best memory is watching as a lovely support system of friends and teachers form around them. Mar is going to miss the opportunities and experiences provided at GISS. Mar is proud that after a plethora of mental health challenges, they are able to walk the stage. Mar will be doing a year 13, after which they plan to enter the workforce and build their career. They would like to thank Mr. Bunyan for his never-ending support, as well as all of their friends. Congratulations, Mar. Victor Wilcombe. Victor feels grateful for the new friends he made at GISS. He will miss the routine and support provided by GISS. Victor is proud of remaining in attendance, even in times of hardship. He is planning to attend a grade 12 plus year and then have a restful gap year. He would like to thank his family and friends for helping him succeed. Congratulations, Victor. Maxim Shing. Maxim's best memory at GISS is petting Ham, the school cat. He won't miss the long travel from Pender to GISS. Maxim is happy that he always tried to challenge himself and learn more. He is planning on going to Simon Fraser and discovering more about what interests him. He would like to thank Mr. Duncan for being an incredible teacher who made learning more enjoyable. Maxim is receiving the Cunliffe Bursary and the Nancy Grant Memorial Scholarships for Indigenous Youth. Congratulations, Maxim.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Saposh, Ms. Williams. Can we get another huge round of applause for our final group of graduates? We'd now like to introduce our final speaker of the afternoon, Mr. Ryan Massey, with the principal's message to the grads of 2025. Mr. Massey.
All right, distinguished guests, families, staff, grads of 2025. I'm Ryan Massey, the proud principal here at GISS. Well, grads, you almost made it, not just through your K-12 school experience, but you've almost made it through this ceremony. I'm the last speaker of the event, so I hope you'll bear with me as I share some thoughts and appreciations. This grad class marks my 3rd year as principal at GISS, and it's the end of my 5th year here. Grads, this means that I've been here the whole time that you have. I remember when you arrived in September 2021 as young grade 9s. It was also the first year that we brought the grade 8s to our school, so you had to share being the new kids with another grade. But even though you started off sharing, your class over time established itself and grew into the wonderful group that you are now. As you move forward, we hope you carry the GISS values of learning, community, and creativity. We know those values are a part of you because we've seen them in action over the last 4 years. Sure, we've all heard the jokes today about skipping class with friends, slurping yerba in the halls, handing in assignments at the last minute, but that's only one side of the story. There's another side, and it deserves to be told. In classrooms, we've seen thoughtful questions and deep discussions and collaborative problem solving. Scientific inquiry has sparked curiosity and discovery. In the art room, we've created incredible imaginative work. In both paint and sculpture, you've challenged what art can be. In the shops, we've seen innovation through woodwork, metalwork, welding, and in the forge. In computer science and robotics, lines of code have brought ideas to life, and engineering classes launched pumpkins across fields with the trebuchets that you designed and built. In the performing arts, you've lit up stages, from art spring venues to venues across BC and beyond, with powerful theater, music, dance, and improv. Through leadership and student council, you've built community, advocated for change, and created events that brought meaning and joy to our school. Through athletics, you've trained hard, competed fearlessly, and shown us that small school pride can really lead to big possibilities, from island tournaments to provincial and national stages. And finally, in your capstone presentations, you've shown us your learning, your growth, and your creativity. You've reflected deeply on who you are and who you are becoming, not just as individuals, but as members of a wider community. When you stand back and take all of that in, what an amazing school community we have here on our Gulf Islands. You know, I was walking back to school last week after watching the incredible GISS dance show, Eclipse, and something both funny and a little bit touching happened, and I wanted to share it with the grads. Now, as teachers, and especially as principals, you know, we're not always the most appreciated figures in the hallway. Sometimes we're misunderstood, sometimes avoided, and maybe even dodged when we come around a corner. And that's okay, we get it. But once in a while, we get these unexpected, awkward, yet heartwarming reminders of what we do really matters. So there I was, walking along the road in front of Windsor, and I was just soaking in the energy from the show, and a car full of teenagers drove by. Suddenly, this random guy, I have no idea who he was, sticks his head out the passenger window and yells, "We love you, Messi!" Now, first of all, it scared the crap out of me. But then, once my heart rate had returned to normal, it really felt really good. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying you should go around yelling out of car windows, especially if you see me on my bike, because that's really dangerous. But the real point here is small acts of appreciation really matter. They land for people. They stay with us. So if there's someone in your life who supported you, believed in you, challenged you, or just played and showed up for you, make sure you tell them. Tell them what it meant. Say it now while you can. My next part of my address here is about some thank yous for today's event. So first of all, to the School District 64 senior staff and trustees, and to Elizabeth and Rob and Trustee Jaya, thank you for coming tonight, and thank you for sharing your thoughtful words. All right, everyone's gonna get a clap here. Next, to our teacher readers, our MCs, Jude and Stacy, and our staff representatives, Mr. Kerr, Mr. Duncan, and Heather, you helped guide this day with care. Thank you to our student speakers, Poppy, Makia, and Willem, and our student performers who shared their talents with us today. And lastly, a big thanks to all the people behind the scenes, from our facilities crew that puts together the gym, and our grounds crew that cleans up our grounds, our AV live stream and lighting team, and our amazing office staff and event volunteers. Thanks so much. You made this day really special. One more separate thank you as well. I wanted to make a note of all of our generous scholarship donors. You heard today about how wonderful our community is, supporting many of our grads as they start their journey in post-secondary. So thank you to our generous donors. Okay, the last thing I want to share is a little bit of advice with the grads, and it's about life and personal growth. We often imagine change in life comes from big moments, some kind of lightning bolt or sudden clarity that rewires who we are. But the truth is, most of life doesn't work like that. There are very few light bulb moments that happen. Real growth, real change happens slowly through quiet, often unglamorous work of just showing up. It's in the choices we make each day, setting an alarm a little earlier, deciding to study a bit longer, offering help when no one asks, or having the courage to try something new. You don't think your way into a new version of yourself, you act your way into it. Inspiration may spark an idea, but change happens when you actually move those feet. So change your routines, take some small steps, and trust that doing the work day after day is what actually transforms you. Even if you don't see it right away, those steps add up. Over time, they become a path, and that path leads somewhere better, somewhere that you built step by step. So as the Dalai Lama says, just as ripples spread out when a single pebble is dropped in the water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects. So grads, drop that pebble, get moving, act into the change that you want to see. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Now, before I leave the stage, we did have a last-minute addition to the event tonight. It's not even in the program, and it's a video that the grads have created themselves. So I'm hoping it's going to turn on the screen over here. I asked the lovely Megan Montgomery to help me do this change. I see her moving it, yeah. So you know how when you are a GISS student and you have to leave the school, you need to sign out in the office, right? So this video that they've created is called the Senior Sign Out. Okay, can you play the video?
It kissed your scalp and caressed
concludes the Gulf Island School District graduation ceremony of 2025. However, during the Grand March, we ask the audience to stay seated so everyone can see. And after the recessional and the grads have left the gymnasium, we do invite the audience to join the grads outside or in the multi for refreshments and photos. Elijah, are you ready? Oh. Grads, please stand up. It's your time.
We would now like to present the Gulf Island School District graduating class of 2025. Let's make some noise. Let's hear it for our grads.
Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that. In the club, party rock. Looking for your girl, she on the chocolate. Now stop where we get the spot. Really move away like she on the fly. With a track, I got some long top jeans, tattoo with a rock and roll. Black hat, white tie, loud. Gang money, off the top. Yo, I'm running through these halls like Drano. I got that devilish flow, rock and roll, no halo. We party rock. Yeah, that's the crew that I'm repping on a rise to the top. No lead in our Zeppelin. Hey, party rock is in the house tonight. Woo! Everybody just have a good time. Yeah, and we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time. Yo, party rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. Feel it, man. We gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you shake that. Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling, shuffling. Step up fast and be the first girl to make me throw this cash. We get money, don't be mad, now stop. Hating is bad. One more shot for us. Another round. Please fill up the cup. Don't mess around. I just want to see you shake it up now. You home with me. You naked now.
Get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Put your hands up to the sun. Get up, 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 get up. Put your hands up to the sun, to the sun. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Every day I'm shuffling. Yeah. child, crawl on your knees toward it, making mama so proud. But your voice is too loud. We like to watch you laughing. You pick the insects off the plants. No time to think of consequences. Show yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees haunted, be haunted. Show yourself, take only what you need from it. A family of trees haunted, be haunted. The water is warm, but it's sending me shivers. A baby is born, crying out for attention. Memories fade, like looking in a mirror. Decision to decision.